All right, here we go. Let's take a look at tarot reversals. Okay, so typically you have, a set of 78 cards and they're upright when you learn them. And I think it's important as a particular learning style of tarot is to read reversals. And so, a lot of people will read upright cards for like a year or two and then they'll start doing reversals. I think it's important just to go right away. Just start, early on doing reversals so that you get both sides of the deal. You get the upright cards, you get the reverse cards. The reverse cards tell a story in themselves. So here we have a two-card reading. We have the Fool reversed. We have the Magician reversed. Okay, so the first thing I do is think about the upright meanings. The Fool, we're talking about new adventures, new chances, leap of faith. On the go, on the move. Innocence, just, leap of faith. And next to it, we have the Magician reversed. And the Magician is about, and the Magician upright is about, skill and talents, being prideful, working the land, developing skills, being a showman. So now we have both of these cards next to each other, and they're both reversed. So now we have someone, perhaps you look at the Fool card and you think, with the reversal, a lot of times it maybe negates the meaning or delays the meaning or sort of creates a shadow over the meaning. Pardon me. So with the Fool card, instead of an adventure or someone who's taking a leap of faith, you have someone who's scared, someone who's real timid, someone who's afraid, someone who may have something to hide. And then you have the Magician who, is reversed here. We have someone who may be shy and timid, and the Magician may be someone who hasn't worked on their craft, who hasn't done their work, someone who hasn't put in the time. So this person may sort of, feel timid or lost because they know they haven't done the work that they're supposed to do. And they haven't done the work that they need to do. And so they sort of feel like, maybe they feel like a fraud, or they feel like they're not really being true to themselves. So now we end up with reversals of these cards, reverse meanings, especially when you start getting a lot of reversals next to each other. It could mean that things are hidden, or things are blocked, or things are untrue. All right, here we go. We got the King of Cups next to the Lovers reversed. So the King of Cups is someone who is, he's very heart-driven. He's a great listener. He leads with the heart. He's all about feelings. He cares about relationships. He wants to take care of other people. He keeps score in life based on how well he's doing with other people. So how do his friends feel about him? How does his family feel about him? And then we have the Lover's card reverse, indicates that maybe his love relationship may be on the rocks, or somebody's not happy, or untrustworthy in their relationship. So you have someone who's very into their relationship, yet the relationship itself is not working out for some reason. So this could be very devastating. It could be him just really like being devastated, saying that the relationship is not working for some reason. There's a miscommunication. There's a missed opportunity for a connection. And, he needs to be, so the king is someone who may not be very adamant. It may not be someone who's very forceful. And this is saying that if you want to fix this, if you want to turn this card back up right, he's going to have to be more forceful. He's going to have to go out of his comfort zone and be more direct, be more present in the situation. And then you can flip the card back upside down, back upright. So there's some sort of blockage, some sort of delay, some sort of miscommunication, some sort of a sense of unhappiness that I would say from these two cards. All right, here we go. So here we got the Six of Wands upright next to the Five of Cups reversed. And so the Six of Wands typically is a card about victory, a card about success, a card about just being, at the peak of your abilities, being able to lead people, being victorious. And then we have the Five of Cups reversed right next to it. And the Five of Cups is like a card about loss, not dealing with loss, maybe ignoring loss. So maybe this is someone who is like really victorious in their career, but yet their family life has been, neglected or shunned. And so they have like this area, or maybe they were in a relationship and they sacrificed their relationship for career success. And so we have two sides here where, they're doing well on the surface, they're doing well in the public eye, but this Five of Cups reversed indicates like when they're alone, when they're on their own, when they're by themselves, they may feel a lot of sorrow or sadness, and they've ruined their relationships in life, and they've paid a price for this successful life that they live. They end up paying a price for it emotionally, or they pay a price for it in their personal life. All right, here we go. We got the Seven of Cups reversed and the Five of Swords reversed. Okay, so again, there we got two cards reversed. So think about the Seven of Cups is about choices, about illusion. The Seven of Cups is about just sort of having too many options, being able to think clearly and picking the right choice. And we have the Five of Swords can indicate that maybe someone's untrustworthy or someone's chaotic. Someone is causing a storm from their words. They're causing people to doubt themselves or fear. Then now we have these cards reversed. So it sort of feels like, this Seven of Cups, like they really don't know which choice to make. And the Five of Swords reversed would be like someone who's really ignored or been in disbelief about someone who could really cause harm with their words. It's like, hey, this person is, they sort of have an idea that they know this person is causing harm. They're doing things to these people. But the Seven of Cups is like, doesn't really know how to approach it, or just wants it to go away on its own, but is in need of making a decision, and for some reason they just sort of drag their feet. They've been afraid of the situation, they try to ignore it, and it's just not working. So it's like someone who has a choice to make, and they know that someone is harming other people or doing something against other people, but they just won't make the choice for some reason. So they've sort of blocked themselves, they've delayed themselves, they've sort of gotten the worst out of the situation. So to me, for the most part, a lot of times reversals just indicate that something's missing, or something's not quite on the mark, or something needs to be changed so this situation could be turned upright. So there might be just some sort of blockage or missed opportunity, and something needs to be fixed or recovered. So reversals can be talked about for years, and just they all have different or negating or delaying, or just sometimes you'll have a card that's reversed and it just requires extra attention. It doesn't mean it's bad or anything. It's just saying, hey, this area of your life is in need of attention and direction, or a little bit of your time. So there's a huge array of what these reverse cards could mean, but I think it's important for any new reader to get out ahead and just learn how to read reversals right away. As you're learning, and I think that it becomes a good study skill, and so it becomes a big deal. So one more clue, just looking at these two cards, they're reversed and they have their back to each other, so they just don't want to turn around and see this person has a back to this person. They just don't want to turn around and see the truth. So that's another clue. We have a lot of people's backs turned in this situation. So there may be someone or something or some situation where someone just really doesn't want to see the truth, and they just have their back to it, and they don't want to figure it out. So yeah, that's another interesting way to take it. But reversals, again, can mean a lot of different things, and you just got to go with your intuition while you're reading and say, well, this thing reversed could mean X, Y, Z, and you'll get that intuition as you develop your abilities and learn the definitions and create your own style. All right, I'm Elijah Sun Card 19. Thank you for letting me read for you and be here with me. I appreciate it. Many blessings to you. Love and light.